These dark lipsticks make my teeth look whiter. Hello everyone, welcome back to Gkreatives. I am Gizem, your host for this morning, this afternoon, and this evening. Alright, so we're back with another video of bro codes. I recently recorded a Turkish video and an English video about how to sign up for YouTube, have an account, so that you can like, subscribe, and comment on videos. So if you don't know that, go check that video out. Anyway, let's get to some bro codes that we're talking about today. These are always fun. The girl codes take a little bit more, the girl codes are a little bit more self-explanatory because like they're a little longer, whereas the bro codes, sometimes I have to like read it and figure out why they came up with the code or what it is they were trying to really get across or say. Anyway, always fun though. So we got some bro codes today. Bro code number 1 that we're discussing. A bro doesn't allow another bro to get married until they are at least 30 years old. 30, that's 30 years old. Or let me do it like this. So, no, yes he does. Like, what the hell kind of rule is that? This sounds like maybe they just want to be bros, hang out, bachelor lifestyle for a really long time before things settle down or something. That can still happen after you get married. I want to say a few things about this. My husband sometimes tells me how friends of his complain about being married, about their wives, about their married life in general. He'll tell me about it and he'll be like, I don't understand. Like, do we have a different marriage? I don't experience any of that. Of course, I take full credit. But what he's really trying to say is, I think people seem to look at marriage through a different lens, but that could be changing with the times, as we change as a society, which we are changing, if you happen to notice. I don't know why marriage is something that like scares men or makes them uncomfortable, like they're being trapped or caged or something. What is it that your married life is not allowing you to do that you talk about your marriages with so much disdain, you know? What is it about marriage that's like hurting you inside? I really, really want to know. So if anyone can actually let me know, leave a comment, let me know what it is you hate about marriage or the idea of marriage or your own hopefully it's not your own personal marriage, but you can log in with an anonymous name and let me know what it is that you hate so much. Because my husband and I, like, we don't understand why marriages are so difficult for so many people. Like, we live very comfortably, we talk about everything. If I want to have some time to myself, I have some time to myself. He'll be on his computer doing work, I'll be in my area doing my work. I just don't want to see him. I'll go hang out, write, draw, do something else on my own, you know? But like, I'm never, and he's never, bothered by the other's presence enough that I would be like, oh my god, I need to get away from my husband, he's killing me. You know, like we've never had that situation. I don't know, maybe it's because we're newly married still, like it's only been a couple years. And so I don't understand why there's like this tabooness to marriage, or there's this negative connotation to it. I don't know where it's coming from. So I feel like this a bro doesn't allow another bro to get married until he's at least 30 years old. It's very old. It's a very like backward thinking type of rule. You know, it was written like 1,000 years ago or something, and it's still being followed now. Maybe 1,000 years ago, men had to get married really early, like 18, 19 maybe, and they felt trapped because you're just getting into your 20s. You're just like feeling this vibrancy and energy about life and learning. So maybe that was how the rule came about, but it shouldn't be that way today. I mean, people can get married at any age. If you found someone who is going to be your best friend in life, you know, like for life, you are partners in crime, in everything. You wanna go bungee jumping, you wanna go travel other countries, you wanna learn a new language. Like, you have a best friend to do all this with you. If you haven't found that someone, then perhaps you're getting married to the wrong person. If you're just getting married because you've been together long enough and you think that's the next step, that is a terrible reason to get married. That's just my opinion. I don't want to be like doing things and people are like, that's not true or whatever, but that's just my opinion. Like, you shouldn't be getting married to someone just for the sake of getting married. There are topics that my husband and I don't agree on at all. He's very organized and neat. I'm more spontaneous. Like if I wanted to go skydiving, he would never do it. He probably wouldn't want me to do it because he'd be scared that I'm gonna die, you know? That's like the only reason, but like I would still do it anyway. It took me a little bit to convince him to do like a Euro trip together because he was a little bit apprehensive about it. People were saying, oh, there's gypsies here, there's thieves there, there's like pickpocketers here. We didn't experience any of that. Like, I'm not saying they're not there. Guarantee that there are that type of people in every country you go to, but we just didn't happen to experience it, so we got lucky, and he really relaxed by the end of it. But he had so much fun with me, you know, seeing all different architectures, different types of art, different cultural foods, and he loved it. So like that was something I had to get him to compromise on. I wanted a really long Euro trip. He wanted to keep it very short. We compromised a little bit on time, but like that's how you get a marriage to work. You know, you talk about things, what you want, what he wants, see if you find middle ground. If you don't find middle ground, the fact that I want to go skydiving, he cannot stop me from going skydiving. I can respect his wishes and not go, but like I still want to experience that in life, so I'm still going to go do it. He doesn't have to, and I don't mind that he doesn't want to, you know? So this rule about not letting your bros get married, like no other bro decides when you're ready to get married. You know when you're ready to get married, and you should do it when you know you're ready. Don't rush it, don't try to slow it down, don't try to speed things up. You'll feel it when you're ready. And I just want to put a little side note there too. Like, you don't have to get married ever. You know, there's nothing in any rule book, in any code that says you have to get married. You absolutely do not. If it's like you're thinking about taxes, honestly, it's not that big of a difference in taxes. So far, to me at least, I think there's a bigger difference when you have kids. If it's like, well, we want to spend the rest of our life together, well, you still can. You don't have to get married. You don't have to have an official government-sponsored contract to, you know, live your life together for the rest of your life, you know, just like grow old and die. Like, you don't have to get married to do that. You can still do that. But anyway, I just want to put that out there that like you have options. And this bro code telling you that your friends are gonna stop you, not let you get married until you're 30, and then what, at 30 you have to get married? Where are you people coming up with this stuff? That's what I've got to say about that code. It's getting really hot, so I have to record a little bit more quickly so that I can turn on my AC. Number 2, a bro never dances with their hands above their head. Is that like this? Is that like this? Oh, are you not allowed to do this? The one go-to guy thing. Layered levels. Why does a rule like this even exist? It's really weird. There isn't much for me to say about this, like, because I don't know what kind of dance move that they're talking about that they don't want you to do, that they're saying you're not allowed to do. Like, what dance move is this above your head? You know, like, what is this? Is this what you're doing? Are you only allowed to dance like this, like they showed in that Hitch movie with Will Smith? This is it. This is your area. That is so boring. This is so boring. Oh my god. Please don't just dance like this. Have some groove, have some rhythm, have some break out and go crazy on the dance floor. Let your body speak the language of music. So I guess what I've got to say is dance however you want. This is I don't understand this rule because like I don't know if they're talking about a specific dance move with your hands above your head or something. But like dance however you want, go crazy, go free. That's what I've got to say. Number 3, a bro will not sleep with another bro's sister. However, a bro is allowed to be vocal about her level of attractiveness. I like this. I talked about this actually in the last video because one of the girl code rules is actually very similar. Avoid family members at all costs. Like that was the girl code that I talked about in the last video. So both sides seem to agree family is off limits unless, which I said this in the last video, you know that this is the person you are going to spend a lifetime with. That is your best friend, that is your partner for life. If you're sure, like if many of your common interests, common disinterests align in a compatible, comfortable way, then you'll know that this is the person you want to spend a lifetime with, and that shouldn't stop you from going after the one you love. But that is like a very small exception to the rule entirely. In general, I 100% agree. Family is off limits. When friends and family members date and break up and fight, it gets real awkward for the family member in between who has to like now talk to their best friend and talk to their sibling. Like, it gets super uncomfortable, it gets super awkward, and it's just bad all around. Because if you're dating someone's sibling and you break up, that person that was your best friend, now it's gonna be hard to talk to them. Like, you're not just losing a significant other, you're also losing a best friend. So don't risk that unless you're sure. So that's what I've got to say about that. Like, family, try to keep a distance. It says you're allowed to be vocal about her level of attractiveness. Yes, please tell everyone how gorgeous I am. Thank you. But that's what I've got to say about that. I feel like this video was really short. I'm not sure, maybe it was. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Hit that button, turn it blue. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave a comment down below, as usual. And if you still haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you, love you, bye!